This is an ACN breaking news.
You cannot defeat what you don't understand. You cannot fight what you don't know. You cannot contain what you cannot figure out. The Cameroun colonial government in Yaoundé has called for negotiations between the state of Cameroun and the Ambazonia Governing Council. Over the last 5 months, the attempt to make sure Ambazonia doesn't have a leadership has failed. Over the last 5 months, Cameroon and the French attempt to make sure the AGovC doesn't have a leadership and the ADF doesn't have a leadership have all failed. Cameroon is no longer the same. The colonial chiefs, the traditional chiefs in the Bulu Republic are writing the kinds of incantations they are going to recite. They are preparing the gods to receive Mr. Pobia. The inability to destroy Ambazonia, the inability to destroy the AGovC, the inability to destroy the ADF, the inability for the proxies, the Nyamfuka groups to elevate themselves in the absence of Dr. Cho, to fill in what they perceive to be a leadership vacuum, the inability of all these mushroom leaders, their inability to project themselves as an alternative, they have all disappointed Cameroon. They have all failed. Cameroon is left with no other choice. The survival of the state of Cameroon itself is predicated on Mr. Biya ending the conflict in Ambazonia. For the state of Cameroon to survive, Cameroon must end its misadventure in Amazonia. And this is the conclusion they have all come to. The international community, the United States, they have all informed Cameroon there will be no elections in Cameroon without a negotiated settlement to end the conflict in Ambazonia. Cameroon has buckled. Cameroon has blinked. Early this week, they have sent an official request through the Norwegians to the Ambazonia Governing Council, requesting for a direct negotiation between the Ambazonia Governing Council and the state of Cameroon to end the war in Ambazonia. The Vice President of Ambazonia Governing Council, Dr. Julius Nye, briefed the council today during today's fundraiser. The leadership of the Ambazonia Governing Council has referred Norway and the state of Cameroon that the only person who makes decisions about a negotiated settlement is Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, the leader of the liberation and the commander-in-chief of Ambazonia. He's the only one who can make a decision about negotiations. Fellow Ambazonians, as we talked yesterday, you know if you fight, you know if you defeat something where you don't understand them. You know if you win a fight where you don't understand the fight. You know if you keep something, contain them, where you know if you figure that thing out. Cameroon not fit defeat Ambazonia because Cameroon don't know what Ambazonia be all about and what what people they be about. Cameroon not fit win Ambazonia because Cameroon don't even understand the kind of fight with the fight and our strategies. Cameroon not fit contain Ambazonia because Cameroon not fit figure we out. It be extremely sophisticated for Cameroon for figure we out. In the face of all of this, after they don't recruit the thousands and thousands of enablers, spoilers, and traitors, they never fit for bring Ambazonia down. The only thing with this war, we probably declare them on the Ambazonian people, it don't do them. Now the destruction of Cameroon itself. The end of Mr. Biya, a time for destroy and for fracture the political system within Cameroon, bring their economy into a grind. So what to be left of Cameroon? As you tell them, propaganda not fit save Cameroon. Cameroon move to the next step. What will be the next step? The next step, I will make sure say they destroy the leadership of AGovC. Let me say they cut the head. When that strategy fail, if we take out the head, we mean say the leader, then the organization it go collapse. Then everybody go fear, it go panic, then everybody go run. Then the top commanders on the ground they will feel say, if the fee go after Dr. Cho, what about me? Cameroon be thinking na a final nail that we go nail them on the coffin of the destruction and the end of the Ambazonian resistance and liberation. Once they arrest the leader, they not only realize and say being the biggest mistake, they realize and say the Ambazonia Governing Council become more united. It become more stronger. It become more effective. We born. Realize and say the AGovC instead make more progress. They realize and say the forces they become more united and they become more deadly. Forces across the ground, they bond together, they stand together, and they carry out more actions during the leader absence than when the leader be there. Norway in the last 5 months, going to 6 months, they not fit for find any evidence, say doctor, for the allegations where Cameroon and France they cook them for Trump for Norway for disgrace Ambazonia. In the absence of Norway, after 5 months of constant interview and investigation. They get all Dr. Cho phones, they get all the laptops, they get all the computer, all the communications with every person where it be work with he, whether it be work with him 5 years ago or it be work with him 2 years ago. Every communication with every commander on the ground, it therefore inside that phone. No way not be find any evidence for say Dr. Cho don't commit any crime. Now, Norway don't remain with a hot potato for your hand. Now, Cameroon woke up, realized and say, the state of Cameroon, the collapse. Mr. Biya, now that the gods, they count the hours and the days. The Bulu chiefs them. They did look now that the kind libation where they would pour them to the gods in preparation for send Mr. Paul Biya for join the gods and the ancestors. Cameroon realized and say, holy shit. We go for Cameroon now, go for swallow that pride, that arrogance, and come for their senses. The Cameroon government, it don't call for a negotiation. They don't write an official letter, send them for Norway, may Norway give them for the Ambazonia Governing Council. The Cameroon government, it don't call for a negotiation between the Cameroon state and the Ambazonia Governing Council. The leadership of the Ambazonia Governing Council, today the Vice President just finished for talk with the leadership during today's fundraiser and some other supporters of AGovC and all heads of mission. They give them this briefing. The leadership of AGovC, it don't tell the government of Norway as a response for the request from Cameroon for negotiate with the AGovC. The leadership don't tell the Norwegian government, say no, respond this, una carry am, una go back for Cameroon. Make we also give our own response. Now our position this. The only person where will make any decision about Ambazonia negotiation with Cameroon or a negotiation between Ambazonia Governing Council, the Ambazonian people and Cameroon, Dr. Cho Lucas. So when I carry the message back, now only the leader he could make that decision. Now he be the leader of the liberation, now he be the commander-in-chief of Ambazonia. Why all these things that they come about? Why Cameroon they under pressure? Because when they be picked up Dr. Cho, the primary plan, it be then and say, now all these other Kokobiako leaders them, all the other Kokobiako leader them, Cameroon be think say, they go, when they take Dr. Cho out, the AGovC go fall, the forces on the ground, they will collapse, and then they will take all these Kokobiako leader them, they put all them together, and then they become an alternative where Cameroon will present and now say, Mr. Biya call for a new round of national dialogue, and for that national dialogue now, they will bring all these other Kokobiako leader them together. That's why when I be the hear a lot of noise, including the noise where the one where they call and say Asongo, it become the talk for outside here about the international organization, that NGO for UK, say the one call for something that the thing that be go on. When these mushroom leaders them, they not be fit for fill in the gap as an alternative to Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba and the AGovC, all of them combined, they not be fit for live up to fulfill in the public gap. Cameroon now be disappointed. Cameroon now realize and say, if you rely on this mushroom leaders them for help Cameroon for create an alternative for Ambazonian leadership. He abandoned them and he abandoned that project where they be using for deceive our people. Them. 5 months later, Ground Zero be more stronger than any other time. 5 months later, the Ambazonia Governing Council, it don't make more progress within these last few months than any other time, especially diplomatically. Our diplomatic offensive and push with a new strategy where we adopt them for strategic diplomacy, for form partnership, get a lobby firm, because we already achieved the success on the ground. Now we need international backing. And in anticipation with the coming in of Mr. Trump, where he will introduce a new U.S. foreign policy in the world, we need for position the Ambazonia Governing Council and position the Ambazonia people them for this new foreign policy doctrine where Mr. Trump is the pusher, where it will be a win-win for the Ambazonian people and for the American people. All these things, they come together, these small steps, this sense where we put them together, they come together for place Ambazonia for a perfect opportunity because we understand what they go on for Cameroon. We know say Cameroon don't finish. Now they defy themselves. For the state of Cameroon for exist, it require the Cameroon government for negotiate the end of this conflict. Without a negotiated settlement in Ambazonia, the state of Cameroon as itself, by itself, will never exist again. They know this one. So when Cameroon now they come for beg for negotiation, when if you understand what we Ambazonians, we don't do them for Cameroon. When the Cameroon now they come back Ambazonia, come back the Ambazonian Governing Council, say they want to negotiate. We'll be telling now. All this one they come because of the sacrifices of our big mommy them, of our big papa them, because of our resilience. With all the black legs, with all the traitors, will not shake, will not blink. With all the chaos, the noise, we maintain our focus and momentum and love and compassion and caring and kindness for our people. Them. We stand as one people. We not waver. You know if it defeat a determined and committed people. Not to talk of a primitive cave people them, like the state of Cameroon, for can't defeat a whole the Ambazonian people them. And then they beg now for negotiation. They never see nothing. We not trust a leader, we not trust what you will stand for. As we promise, we will deliver on behalf of the Ambazonian people them. All we not sweat, all we not pain, all which we not don't go through, go all at the end become the biggest blessing for every one of us, including the one the way they don't die, the one the way they don't pay the price. For we forget this far. They look down now, they smile. They know say, will not betray them, will not betray their own sacrifices, will not betray their suffering, will not betray their death. That's why we must conduct ourselves very carefully. We not only carry the spirit of the one who did their life. We stand at the forefront, at the leading edge of the spirit of the one the way they don't sacrifice their lives for take with this far. We'll be Ambazonians. The freedom it come. We be the Ambazonia Governing Council of the Ambazonia people them. Now we get the final say. Now we be the authority of the liberation. We thank you plenty. Ambazonia, God bless you. Ground Zero, God bless you. Commanders, on a cafe day up.
This is an ACN breaking news.